Okay, welcome to the lounge and recap week 6. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so this might be a little bit of an abridged recap. Probably just go through the top scorers of each team. All right, listen, hell of a week though. Jets got to win. I was there. I can prove it. Let's start with Sherman's March versus Danny Dimes. Listen, this was close maybe for a minute. But Sherman's March takes down Danny Dimes 154.8 to 94.7. It also earns me high score 2 weeks in a row. Deshaun Watson, 29.4 points. David Johnson, 25.2. Samuels, the guy I had to put in because I had a bye week, 21.8. Gotta love that. Coach Ron, top performers though, Hyde, 17.5. Fournette, 14.8, and your kicker, 13 points. That gets you half of that kicker high score. Man, last night it could have went either way. But you do lose. You go to 1-5. Not really a place you want to be. You need every win. Listen, we're not quite halfway there. Anything can happen. 1-5, certainly not a place you want to be though. Sherman's March. 5-1. I've been doing this league 3 years. I've never started out 5-1. So I do get the high score with that 158.8 points. I'll take it. I'm going to face, in week 7, Pottstown Rat Bastards. Danny Dimes, Coach Ron, you're going to face, according to my sources. And you also get that $25 half high score position player. All right, moving on to, the other 4-1 team going into week 6 was Belichick's Hoodies versus the Bird's Nest. Similar smackdown here. Belichick's Hoodies, 128.5 over the Bird's Nest, 95.2. Top performers here. New England's D, your top performer, 28 points. That defense right there is a good defense to have. Chris Carson, 23.9. Tyreek Hill, 22.5. All in all, 128 points and the victory. Coach Brad, it's another one here. He goes to 1-5. Your top performers was your defense as well, Carolina. Phillip Rivers, 14.8. Philip Lindsay, he's coming alive here. I got him in another league, 14.5. But no victory. So Belichick's Hoodies, 5-1, along with Sherman's March there. They are going to face G5, Big Dick Players in week 7. The 1-5 Bird's Nest is going to face Subcheck Security in week 7. Okay, moving on to PB&J versus Subcheck Securities. PB&J, listen, it seemed like, and somebody texted me, actually, I think it was my brother-in-law, that all the 4-1 teams kind of put a smackdown on the 1-4s, and similar with the 3-2s and the 2-3s. PB&J, 148.8, almost had the high score there. I was a little concerned. I needed Crosby last night, versus the 105.6 Subcheck Security. PB&J top performers, Jackson 30.6, Freeman 25.3, Zeke Elliott, I watched him there on Sunday, couldn't bring him a victory, but did bring you 23.7 points. Coach Rob, your top performers, McCaffrey. Rob, you got a great team. I don't know what the deal here is with 2-4, but McCaffrey 19.7. Mahomes didn't do what Mahomes has been doing, 18.8. Kittle 14.3. So. Coach Rob, you go to 2-4. PB&J 4-2. PB&J will face Coltrane in week 7, and Subject Securities will face the Bird's Nest, a struggling Bird's Nest. Okay, Hollywood Headliners versus G5 Big Dick Players. Both of you guys needed the victory here, but only one got it. That was Hollywood Headliners. BJ and Alley gets the victory. Top performers, Russell Wilson 28.9. McLaren, 24 points. Mark Ingram, 14.4. Coach Jason, top performers, Matt Ryan, Kerryon Johnson, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, 13.1. Odell Beckham, man, he's been a big disappointment, but he's at least scoring some points here, 13.1. No victory, though. Your 95.7 points brings you the loss. So, G5, you go to 3-3. Coach BJ and Alley, you go to 2-4. You needed that victory. Let's see. So Hollywood Headliners will face Just Try and JT in week 7. G5, as I mentioned, will be Belichick's Hoodies. Let's see. Moving on to, according to my sources, versus Coltrane. Coltrane, 70.7. Not going to do it in this league. According to my sources, 99.4. Any given week, that wouldn't do it, but this week it did it. So you got that through James Conner, 27.4. That was a hell of a performance. Denver's D, 20 points. Julian Edelman, 15.8. Coltrane, listen, Teddy Bridgewater, that was your top performer at 13.6. But Justin Tucker, your second highest performer, gets you half of that high score points money. So that's $25 for Tucker. I kind of knew that was going to happen with kickers because there is no fractional points, a lot of ties. Although we did have a tie with wide receivers this year. And then rounding it out, Cook, 11.2. Not going to bring you a victory. It's going to bring you to 2 and 4. We're not even halfway. So these 2 and 4 teams, I don't want to say you have nothing to worry about, but we still got 7 games yet to play, so anything can happen here. So, according to my sources, you get the victory. You're going to face Danny Dimes in Week 7, and Coltrane, you'll face PB&J in Week 7. All right, finally, Pottstown Rat Bastards versus Just Try and JT. Pottstown Rat Bastards, again, going back to that 3 and 2 versus the 2 and 3s, gets the victory, 103.7 to 80 even. Let's see here. Coach Brady and Gabe. Murray got you 28 points plus, almost 29. Chubb, 26.4. That's been a hell of a pick there. Galladay got you 14.6. Just Trying JT, your top performers. Jeffrey, 18.6. Keenum, 15.6. Michael Thomas, 12.9. All in all, not going to bring you a victory. Brings you to 3 and 3. Pottstown Rat Bastards go to 4 and 2. Pottstown Rat Bastards will face me, Week 7. Sherman's March, and Just Trying JT will face Hollywood Headliners. Okay, that is the wrap-up. Week 6, again, I apologize. I'm definitely coming down with something here. Let's get right to the wheel. We will go over the standings real quick. So, position player, just can't land on kicker again. Everybody's game, other than the kicker. If it lands on a kicker, I'm going to spin again. So, here we go. What's it going to be? Wide receiver. Hey. Wide receiver will be the position player for Week 7. So real quick, the standings here. Sherman's March, 5-1, moved a little ahead in points there, so they got me at number 1. Belichick's Hoodies also 5-1, again, in theory, tied with first place. So then we got Pottstown Rat Bastards, PB&J, and according to my sources, all at 4 and 2. 3 and 3 teams are just G5 Big Dick players and Just Trying JT. Then Coltrane, Subject Security, and Hollywood Headliners, you're 2 and 4. The struggling teams here, Danny Dimes and the Bird's Nest, are 1 and 5. As I mentioned, though, listen, with as many games as we got left, I don't want to say it's good, but there is still hope there. Before I forget, too, I want to give a shout-out to my nephew. It's his birthday on Saturday, so Evan, happy birthday. I will get this uploaded to YouTube tonight, assuming I don't pass out here. Get it out to you tomorrow. Good luck, everybody, in Week 7. I will see you next Tuesday or Wednesday. Have a good night.